Hello student, in this class we learn how to create chair and it's a reference image of this chair. If I talk about size, approx 18 inches from the front and side and overall height is around 40 inches. First we create this base rectangle and then modify like this and then create the second frame and then add sitting support and it's for back. So let's start. Create a rectangle from the top viewport and change the size by using modify tab. Choose selection tool and make sure X and Y position is 0, 0. So it's placed in the center of this grid. Now convert this rectangle as a editable spline. Select the segment and modify this. If I press shift key and click and drag in the Y direction, so it's create a copy, but the connection is not available here. So we choose copy connection tool from the command panel. It's a copy command tool and enable this. Then click and drag in the Y direction like this. So it's created segments. Then repeat again. We complete the first frame. Now we delete some extra segments like this one. If you want to off these selection brackets, click on the shading options, choose preview preferences, and in the second tab, uncheck this selection brackets and then hit on the apply button and close. So selection brackets is off, and if you are using any older version, you can use J key. Now select all the vertices and weld them. All the vertices is weld. Select all the vertices again and right click and choose corner. It's time to apply fillet because these corners are round. I applied 2 in the fillet spinning box. Now we create second frame from the top viewport. Change the location. Okay, make sure it in the center and change the dimensions. Width should be 18 because it's inside the outer frame. Now right click and choose editable spline and select segment and repeat the last command. Copy connect, shift and then click and drag in the upside and one more time. Okay. Now delete these extra segments and weld all the vertices and apply corner option. Now we apply same fillet. If you want to increase the height of this base frame, you can do select all the vertices and you can also select from the side viewport like this and move little bit upside. And if you want to move this little bit upside, so you can do. Okay. Now we apply rendering options. Enable in the viewport and enable in the renderer. And make sure the thickness of this should be like 1.25 or 1.5. If there is any overlapping, you can fix this from the top direction. Okay, it's fine. Now we create the back support and this bottom one. I create a rectangle from the front viewport. Make sure this rendering option is disabled and click and drag and change the size of this rectangle from the front and side viewport. And also provide the corner. Convert to editable spline and select the vertices and move little bit. Okay, I think placement is correct. Now we apply extrude modifier. So click on the modify list and apply extrude. And the extrude amount should be 1.5. And place this. Press F4 to enable these edges. Now create multiple copy in the Z direction by using shift and drag and insert number of copies and hit on OK button. Or you can also use array tool. Now we create multiple copy in the Y direction. So I choose array tool, click on the tools, array, and it's a Y direction. Make sure gimbal option is set here and click on the preview button first. Then increase the Y direction. 1.6, I think it's perfect. And you can increase the number of copies by increasing the count like this. But 10 is perfect. Okay. I modify these vertices. Same as we create the back support also. First create a duplicate copy and then rotate this by using rotate tool and make sure the angle is set 90 degree. Now properly place this and use array tool again. So this time it's a Z direction. Click on the preview button and increase the value in the Z direction. I think it's the extra, so you can delete this. Okay, chair is completed. Now select all the elements and click on the group and make a group.